Well, today was the day we were meant to be leaving to go for a drive onto the Arctic Circle in the spring. But as many of you know, that diesel prices have got a little bit ridiculous in the last few weeks with this war in Iran. So we've decided to postpone it for a while to see if things settle down. If they don't settle down, well, we'll just go in the next month or so. Hopefully they'll settle down and prices will come down, because the route that we're planning up here in Scotland, down to Hull, over to the Hook of Holland, up through Belgium, Denmark, Sweden, and end up with the Arctic Circle that way. But when you get to the Nordic countries, today I think the prices for fuel were around €270 for a litre. It'd probably add another £600 or £700 to the trip if we went now. And to be honest, I think that's better off spent on food or van repairs or anything except for fuel and paying taxes to our country and their countries. So what I'm going to show you today is how we're going to power this. Our heating, we've got a diesel heater, the lights, the air fryer that we've got. At the moment we're using the Bluetti AC 180 for our power. This is the one that we took over from the micro camper, and we put it in this one. It's not going to be able to do the job we need it to do when we're going winter to the Arctic Circle, but it'll do for spring because we're charging it up with the AC charger one, the Bluetti, so every time we drive we charge it. At the moment we don't have any solar panels on. It's just one of them jobs that's going to get done over the next few months, is that. But the AC 180, it's more than powerful enough for summertime, especially with the charger one that we're using. That'll run all the lights, the TV, the internet, the air fryer that we've got. It's more than powerful enough to do that. It's actually an air fryer oven that we've got. I'm not going to do a van tour like everybody else does. I'll just show you parts as and when they come up, and we do some videoing. But as I say, the air fryer the air oven is 1,400 watts, and this is more than powerful enough to do that at the moment. But I want to put an induction hob in, and when you're doing the oven and the hob and everything else, it might be limited on its power, but otherwise it's perfectly fine. For the diesel heater, I've got this eco-worthy 100 amp hour batteries. That works fantastic just for the diesel heater. It'll run that for around 3 days continuously if we wanted it to without charging. The way I'm charging at the moment is the only way I can charge this one, is when this one's fully charged. So when we stop for a break halfway through the day, I've got a 20 amp hour lithium battery charger. I'll plug that into there, connect it up to the battery, give this a good few hours charge before we're on our way again, and then the charger one will recharge the Bluetti. So when we've got to where we're going for the park up for the night, this is fully charged, the Bluetti is fully charged. So at the moment we don't have a problem. As I say, in the winter we're going to have to upgrade the Bluetti AC 180 because it's not going to do all the cooking, the induction hob. Ideally, I like to just use one of these power stations for what we need, rather than having two batteries and swapping over and recharging. It's a bit of a pain, but when you're on a budget, that's all you can do, really. The van itself is running well. You can see we've got the Rogue alloys on with the all-terrain tyres. We're well insulated inside, and what I'll do is I'll do a van tour. I'm not going to go this is that. There's 1,000,001 videos already out there. What I'm going to focus on is our travels, getting there and getting back, hopefully getting back anyway. Me, Suzanne and Milo, how we live in the van, how we travel in the van, what works and what doesn't work in the van for us. We've already found lots of things that just won't work. We went up to Glenshee last week, not expecting any snow, and suddenly in the morning we get up, it's -4, there's inches of snow, the van's covered in ice, and we were inside warm as toast. We didn't put the diesel heater back on till after 9 o'clock that morning. The van stayed at constant 18 degrees all night long, without any extra heat being put in there. When we go over to the Arctic Circle at the end of this year, I think that heater is going to have to be running 24 hours a day. That's why we're going to have to update this power station, because we're not going to be able to charge one, stop charging, charge this one, and so on. So that's about it. So hopefully from next week onwards we'll be doing some local trips around Dumfries and Galloway, stay more local, keeping the diesel costs down wherever we can, because there's 1,000,001 places within 40 minutes of where we live, so we're not going to burn a great deal of diesel. But join us next week. I'll take you out somewhere, and I'll show you what we're using that weekend or that week. It's probably going to be a weekday when we go. Everybody goes out on a weekend. Okay, thanks. Oh, by the way, if you could do me a big favour, you could just click and subscribe. Thanks.